Welcome, beautiful soul travelers. Blessings from Priestess Melissa and Venusian Empress Oracle. Thank you for joining me for this new moon Witchy Wednesday reading. We are definitely going to see what is going on at this time with these eclipse energies, these Mercury retrograde energies that are coming upon us at this time. Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards are going to help us to see what the main energy is. We're then going to do a spread with the Moonology cards, looking at the current energy as well as the energies over the next moon cycle. So for the next 3 weeks, we'll get a card for each week and see what is going on. Vice versa, Tarot will give us a few cards on each one of those to help us to ascertain a little bit more clarity around this situation for you moving through this moon cycle. All right, guys, these are general readings. Bear that in mind as you are listening. Take what resonates, leave what does not. And thank you so much for hitting that like button. Let me know down in the comments how this is resonating. Also, we will be getting some advice and messages from our guardian angel message cards. We'll also get love advice from the Lovers Oracle cards, as I do for every reading on my channel. So stick around to the end for all the good stuff. If you need a personal reading, don't hesitate to reach out at VenusianWays.org. Also, bear in mind and get your question ready for the end. I will flip my handy dandy divination coin and get an answer for you. Let's see what's going on, shall we? Blessings and thank you, witches, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. Set a circle of protection around me and all who are here, and send the evil eye back to where it belongs. Thank you so much, Infinite Spirit, and thank you all for your support to the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for keeping those likes, comments, shares, and donations coming. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification so you don't miss any readings I put out. So check out this, if you haven't already, for your zodiac sign. I did do a new moon reading for each one of you, so definitely check that out and see what may be individually going on for you. What do we need to know at this time? Witch's Wisdom. Show us what we need to know for the collective. What do we most need to be aware of, or what is the main energy that's happening at this time? Alchemist and Herbal Kitchen. Wow. So you're definitely stepping up to the plate if this is you. You could be doing a lot of learning at this time, perhaps around herbs and medicinal remedies and things of that nature. But in any case, what I feel more than anything is that there is this ascension happening within you. The High Priestess at the bottom is asking you to take responsibility for where you're being guided to, as far as your spiritual growth path development. 333, this is definitely a time to connect with spirit. Ooh, on the top here we have Lord God and masculine. Absolutely, this is a very, very powerful time for you to be able to tap into your intuition like never before. All right, with that masculine card, you are taking your power. You are standing in your sovereignty, all right? And as you are doing so, you are learning how to use your intuition wisely, responsibly, all right? So that you can be able to tap into the messages that you may need to receive for yourself. This growth and healing process that you've likely been going through. And there are herbs and different medicines of a natural nature that can greatly help you with any healing process that you may be experiencing within your mental body, or excuse me, your physical body as well. Actually, if you think about it, essential oils are very good for helping to re-regulate the entire body through the nervous system. 444 coming up on the timer. And the olfactory senses, right? All right, so the Witch's Wisdom says you have a natural affinity of all kinds of plants and herbs. Experimental cooking, making potions, and plant medicine has always excited you, and you feel a witchy air about you as you add in carefully selected ingredients for your magical elixirs. Ooh, who is this out here? Definitely let me know down in the comments. What have you been mixing together? Maybe you have some offerings out there of different oils or, you know, candles, different things like that that you have mixed together, or even food. I would love to know. Let me know. You have a strong connection with the element of earth and, of course, the plant kingdom. You are being called to step up and take your alchemical abilities to the next level. Draw on your inner wisdom to work with plants and herbs to assist you in your spell work. Ooh, so maybe this is the ingredient you've been missing, a bay leaf perhaps, or some rosemary. Look into making alternative or natural remedies and healing sprays, as well as delicious meals that you can tempt your family and friends with. But of course, always make sure you're working with harm to none. We always want to be good witches out there. The kitchen is where you belong and feel most at home. Time to cook up a storm. How many chefs and people who like to cook out there do we have? Definitely, you may be one that you bring people to the table. They love your cooking. So this is a time to really infuse that love into your meals for yourself or for your family as well, to bring that cohesiveness together and healing within yourself as well as perhaps your family. The witch's foresight says your ability to work with plants and herbs hails from a past life. Invest in studying plants. Your body may be giving you signals to eat a plant-based diet. Of course, check with your doctor first. Write a book of natural remedies for ailments, and definitely let me know about that. Pursue your dream to cook. All right, somebody's got some culinary skills out there, and I need to know who that is. All right, and this is the spell that you may say at this time. Mixing, making, stirring, brewing, boiling, baking, frying, stewing, collecting plants and herbs to use, selecting carefully now to choose. This magic is worked with what? Harm to none. So mote it be. There, it is done. Beautiful. So this energy is all about getting the right ingredients in place, right? So you can tap into your intuition, use it wisely so you can bring through this power that you have been working at, perhaps summoning for some time. I'm getting chills here. One ingredient perhaps you are missing to be able to bring this all together and make it the perfect meal. What is that one ingredient? So again, you may be feeling like you're seeking something at this time. You're not far off. You know that you're very close, right? But you know that there is something missing, and you're trying to figure this out. Now, this could also be about a masculine. A feminine could be looking into a masculine and trying to figure out what is missing, too many cooks in the kitchen, I was hearing. Interesting. All right, so let's see what the first week brings for us, or what's going on currently, I should say. What is the energy we most need to be aware of currently? That was 2 cards. 1 card, please. Go deeper. New moon and Scorpio. So this is definitely a need at this time for you to look at something closer, either within yourself or at what's going on around you with that Scorpio energy. It could be something that's hidden, because I get a lot of with that darkness, it could be within yourself, something that you're missing, that you're not seeing, something of that nature is what I'm feeling with this card. We will clarify, of course. The first week, what does that energy look like? could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. That's 2 cards. 1 card, please, for week 1. What is the main energy? Lighten up. Go deeper and then lighten up with this Leo energy. So it's almost like, you know, once you understand what's going on, try not to take it so hard. Try to make peace, if you will. I've been getting a lot of energy with that lately, with that Leo energy and fire. It's like cool your jets, you know. Once you figure out what's going on, the biggest thing then at that point is to make the right choices. Speak your world into being. So what is it you truly want? You know, this is about being honest with yourself with this Gemini energy, right? What does the masculine and what does the feminine want? How can we come into cohesiveness within our mind and our heart so that we can, you know, really be honest with ourselves perhaps about what is that missing piece? And what is the 3rd week showing us? Be proud of yourself. And Taurus energy. Wow, this is beautiful. We've literally like got every element on the table here. First we got water, fire, air, and then we have the earth coming out here. And the earth was all about the main energy that this card, the alchemist, was talking about, right? So it's like go deeper, dig deeper, all right? And then rise, allow yourself to, after you've seen what you need to see, to rise, to lighten up, to allow perhaps that fire to burn away all that negative energy or those past circumstances that have kept you held back perhaps. All right, let's look at the vice versa tarot to clear this up a little bit more. Speak your world into being. So I feel like you're definitely speaking up more for yourself at this time. And I feel like that energy of being proud of yourself. It's like, you know, when I look at these cards, so this is the last quarter moon, right? Energy, we have the new moon, the last quarter moon. This one is the first quarter moon. And then this one, again, is the last quarter moon. Very interesting. So it's like, I got that energy of the last will be the first will be the last kind of energy. Go deeper. What do we need to know about this for the current situation? Knight of Wands energy. So there's definitely a need for you to tap back into your own energy stores. Your energy is being blocked for some reason right now. All right, and it's because perhaps of this needing to go deeper within yourself, not be half-hearted, if you will, about it, or half-committed, if you will, right? Not blocking the messages perhaps that Spirit is trying to bring through to you at this time. What else do we need to know about this? Yeah, there's a need to really figure out this confusion within yourself. Why are you perhaps blocking yourself, right? Or maybe you're blocking out someone who does nothing but confuses you. This person that is not committed, that isn't balanced. And this is what perhaps you're healing from. Maybe that's what you're missing, is that what's kept you stuck for so long perhaps has been a situation that's been hard for you to let go of. But maybe you're at the point where you are ready to let go of this now because of how it continuously makes you feel. Moving into the first week, lighten up. Well, coming right out is holding your boundaries, right? So it feels like you are having to stand your ground with someone. Maybe you've got, or yourself even, you've gotten a new perspective. You're standing your ground about doing this healing work, you know, or needing to. Maybe you are also needing to, if this is you, there could be a little bit of stubbornness here about perhaps releasing something that needs to be released. The healing that needs to be done around your heart instead of being so guarded. And whatever is not allowing you to lighten your heart up so that you can do this healing process. Metatron's asking you why. Why do you want to keep fighting a situation, or or keep moving a direction in your life that you're truly not happy with? Speak your world into being. Queen of Wands in reverse. So this could be you right now feeling like perhaps, you're not feeling confident enough really to be the person that you know that you are really meant to be. Justice coming out here today. So if you can come to peace within this situation, if you can just say what you truly feel, you will be happy. You will find that happiness, right? But what is it that we need to cut out? Maybe it's, being our own mistress, if you will, not allowing ourselves to have that justice in our lives, that happiness in our lives, because we're not speaking up for ourselves, right? Maybe we're turning our back on the situation so that we can find justice and peace. Maybe we are at that point where we're ready to turn away from those things that have been pulling so much on our energy. Be proud of yourself. King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like with this situation, it's like, even though it was something that was very disappointing, you have been able to see those two cups behind you, which is that masculine and feminine aspect of yourself. How interesting that the bull is here. I feel like perhaps you had to go up against someone who was bullheaded. Maybe you had to sacrifice, money or stability, lifestyle, if you will, as a result of speaking up, right? But even though it feels like a lot perhaps has been taken away from you, look at that. Empress has come out here. You are always going to be taken care of as long as you honor what is right, what is good, regardless of how people may treat you. You're always going to keep your faith in the Most High, in the one that can change these situations for you. It's not time to move forward in situations that are not going to be prosperous, that are not going to bring you, the kind of life that you're really looking to live. With this kind of energy, it's like there's nothing growing here. And it feels like that. Be proud of yourself that you didn't stay stuck in this situation. It may have been hard for you, to leave a situation where there was a lot of security and things of that nature. But I feel like overall you knew that you had to be honest with yourself. You had to be true to yourself. Or else how can you move forward in this life, if you essentially don't have a backbone, if you're not willing to stand up for yourself and for what you know is right. You know what I mean? All right, so the future alchemist, it takes a lot to be balanced. It takes a lot to be honest with ourselves sometimes about the way our lives have come to be at this point, and also understanding the power that we have to be able to take back control of our lives, right? To sit in the seat of power. We have to know how to handle our own power. We have to be wise with the power that we are offered and afforded. So are we wise enough to use this power in the right way, to build our lives, to build our spirit up, in that growth process towards more meaningful life, as well as a more meaningful spiritual life, you know what I mean? Like having an all around. With the alchemist, we think of all four directions, and so it's like having that balance from all aspects of your being. And right now there again may be something that you need to go deeper with and get more honest with yourself about, perhaps. Prayer is coming out here today. So this is a prayer that you may say. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is, and all else is an illusion. Thank you. Yes, we want to be able to see clearly. We don't want to have to deal with illusions. And how can we best be able to see clearly? Well, by having that balance, by not being confused, by not engaging in confusing situations. And again, you may need to heal at this time. You may need to definitely get some home cooking in place. Maybe you're going to be visiting home soon. In any case, you may need to take some herbal remedies that will be very helpful in your healing process, regardless of if that's from a mental, emotional, or physical perspective. All of those go together, you know, to help create that power and that, I guess you could say, the strength of your soul. So as you keep each level of that grid powerful, you're always working on how you're thinking, how you're feeling, and what you're eating, what you're putting into your body. This all goes towards the cumulative energy that you're able to draw upon and that you're able to tap into, right? With this Lord God energy, being able to tap into that higher mind, the high priestess aspect of things, and being able to be gifted and afforded the ability to have foresight on your situations in your life. Mirror energy coming out from the Lover's Oracle card here. Let there always be closeness between you, but give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So there should always be a give and take. It shouldn't be, you know, a constant dynamic where, you know, one person is taking too much, one person is always in a deficit, you know, kind of energy. So if you're in that kind of situation, then certainly, you know, this could be what caused you to go into a state of needing to heal to begin with. Love this card. This is one of my favorite ones. Gotta cover her boobies, sorry. But she's growing out of that lotus. She's rising out of all of the hardships and having that balance within the energy centers within her spirit, her soul. Freedom, yes. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Are you ready for your path to be clear? Are you ready to stop blocking? All right? And to stop, you know, perhaps being half-hearted about really doing this healing process. All right? Because it seems like it has to do around a love situation, around something that, you know, you've been defending perhaps for quite a while. Now it's time to lighten up and lighten your load. Let this thing go, and maybe that's what you're going to be doing in the first week ahead. You know, it's time to let go and have some justice paid to, if this was a third party situation, you know, it's like, this is not what I asked for. You know, this is not what I signed up for when I got into this relationship, or I signed this contract, or whatever the case may be. And it may be something that ends up having to go to court, but I do see it being everything working out in your favor, if you will. So be proud of yourself, you know? You had to deal with a lot of hardships, and you've still been able to sit on your throne with your crown on, dear Empress or Emperor. You definitely deserve nothing but the best, but ensure that you are healed and you are in the right place to really receive that, you know, relationship where it is an equal give and receiving, reciprocal exchange of value, that you're getting what you're putting in kind of situation, right? So that could be what this is all about, healing ourselves to the point that that is all we will accept, only good, and we will test the spirits and make sure they are the right ones and are deserving. All right, you ready for an answer to your question? Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. And the answer for this new moon witchy Wednesday is a hard yes. I love it. Guys, I hope you have a beautiful day ahead, week ahead. I hope these new moon energies, the Mercury retrograde, the eclipse, all the craziness that's happening, I hope that you are able to stay grounded and centered. Just step back whenever you need to and breathe. You will get through this situation. All right, guys, love you so much. Stay balanced and blessed. Peace be with you, and I will see you tomorrow for Love Tea Thursday. Bye for now.